In this video, we're going to go through one more word problem and then a couple of phrases that trip people up. So the word problem, number 13, we have a grocer that has mixed nuts worth $4. That's a terribly worded sentence. A grocer has mixed nuts worth $4 per kilogram with raisins worth $3.25 per kilogram to make a 15-kilogram mixture worth $3.60 per kilogram. How many kilograms of nuts and how many kilograms of raisins were in the mixture? As always, the question itself tells you what your variables should be. So some people like to use letters that are just the beginning of what you're looking at. I don't personally like to do that myself. There's not really a good reason why for either way, but I'm going to say X is kilograms of nuts and Y is kilograms of raisins. Okay, so if we have $4 per kilogram for raisins, $3.25 per kilogram for the raisins. I think I said that backwards. I apologize. $4 per kilogram for nuts, $3.25 for raisins to make a 15-kilogram mixture. That's the key thing right here. Since X and Y are just representing the number of kilograms, my first equation is just X plus Y is 15. This part right here is where I have to use those two numbers. So it's $4 times how many kilograms of mixed nuts there are. So that's a 4X. $3.25 times the number of kilograms of raisins. And that's going to end up being a $3.60 per kilogram mixture. Okay? Now, notice something. We have cost times kilograms. Cost times kilograms. Cost times we need 15 kilograms right there to keep this all the same. All right? Because we're adding stuff together. We're not seeing just a price and just a kilogram. We're having a combination of lots of things. So don't lose that 15. So if I take 15 times $3.60, I could have written that as 54, which is what I'm going to do right now. Now, I could try to do elimination. I can try to do substitution. It really does not matter. I'm going to choose to do elimination. And I'm going to choose to eliminate by multiplying this top equation by -4. Okay, I chose that because, like I've said in class before, I'm always going to do addition. I don't want to worry about subtraction and forgetting a negative or something. And this is just a very quick, easy -4x plus 4x is gone. I'm going to get a -0.75y equals -6. Yes, I still have to deal with decimals, but it's not the end of the world. In fact, these are fairly nice decimals as far as decimals go. So when I divide by -0.75, I have 8. All right. If this came up as a negative, I would know that something went wrong because I can't have negative kilograms. And now, because y is 8, I'm going to plug it into that red equation. X plus 8 equals 15. So X has to equal 7. There were 7 kilograms of mixed nuts and 8 kilograms of raisins. Okay, to check my answer for reasonableness, the price overall is below $4, which it has to be, so we know that. It's 40 cents away from $4 per kilogram in this mixture and 35 cents away from $3.25. That's very close, right? It's almost directly in the center of the two costs. that tells me my x and my y values, or whatever variables you used, should be very close. 7 and 8 are very close. This answer seems reasonable to me. Okay, and then I said I want to go talk about a couple potentially tricky phrases. These are ones that everybody knows how to do, but when you're not actively using 100% of your brain and you go on autopilot, you kind of swap things around, and it's easy to make that mistake. So this first one says there are 5 less blue ones than red ones. People jump into the algebra on this very quickly, and they don't really think through what they're doing. So when you read this, there are 5 less blue ones than red ones. That should tell you that there are more red ones than blue ones. I think everybody can understand that there are more red ones than blue ones. If I call this blue ones x and red ones y, y should be my bigger number. That tells me x is equal to y minus 5. Okay? Because there are 5 less blue ones than red ones, not x minus 5 equals y. It's not 5 minus x equals y. This first one right here would say that there are 5 less red ones than blue ones. This one is kind of really goofy. The number of blue ones is going to be the smallest thing here. Those are incorrect. We do not want those. We need to subtract from the largest value. So when you see these things, especially when you see words like less than, identify the largest thing first. What's supposed to be the largest? Make your equation match that. The second one, there are 4 times as many apples as bananas. Again, same idea. I'm going to say apples are x, bananas are y. You could use whatever variable. There are 4 times as many apples as bananas. That means there are more apples. That means I have to have x equals 4 times y. If I say 4x, 4 times the number of apples would equal the number of bananas. That's not true. If there's 4 times as many, that means apples is the most. So again, always make sure you know which thing is happening the most. Hope that all helps. Have a great day, everybody.